Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new flea market toy hunting video. Once again I went out into the wild to flea markets in Berlin. That's where I am from. If you are not familiar with my channel yet, I am Lau. I'm a vintage toy collector and I try to find like the 80s and 90s girly toys, hopefully out in the wild, around my area in Berlin. I'm from Germany, and I went to my favorite flea market again, Biesdorf, and then again to Boxy, LV, and I think that's it. But I guess this might still not just be one video, because I found lots of small things and that takes some time to go through them. So I guess welcome to part one. Let's start. Actually, if I'm thinking about it, well, I didn't even start just with a Biesdorf, because actually the Saturday before I discovered there would be a small, like, kind of children's flea market a little bit closer to me. I just had to go by a tram. Just took me half an hour or something, go there. And the interesting thing is, it was like I would call it in English maybe curated flea market, because not the people directly were having like separate desks and selling their stuff. It was all one thing. It was more like a shop. You had to give your stuff to them. They would sort it, like toys, children clothes, and this size, etc., etc., and everything had a sticker on it. Actually, nice and organized, but also you cannot haggle on prices. I mean, the price that's the price, because not the person who's really owning it is making the price, because it's like a store. And it was extremely crowded, and the toy section was pretty small, but whoa, immediately I see this boxed item, a Barbie boxed accessory set, still with old price stickers and everything. Looks to me like late 90s or something, still pink, old Barbie logo. Amazing. Immediately goes into my bag. Whoops. But there's more. For example, this Steffi Love fashion, still on card. Not sure if I need that, but it's definitely an interesting piece there. And these little swings are also extremely cute. They totally reminded me of the Hart family Disney like sets, like Disney park sets, but they are not. So I tried to look it up. Does it have a stamp or anything? But like everything, I knocked everything over as soon as I took it off from the table. It said Simba, so it's definitely a Steffi Love or Evie Love set, but maybe also from the late 90s or something. I guess that the stuff belonged to the same person that gave it there. There's a washing machine and a whole bag full of like mini, like more like Barbie, like baby Barbie things, or baby small doll things. This bike is probably also Steffi Love, because the colors, I don't think it's Barbie, but it's Steffi Love from around that same era, like late 90s. Boxed Barbie and I mean Steffi Love items, but this is incredible. This is from the Barbie special collections, accessory packs. So it's original like Barbie from the late 90s. This is I think 1998 or 7. When was it? Yeah, 1998. So the Barbie that you see at the back already has the Bob Mackie face. So a little bit after the superstar era. But I mean, still pink box. And look at all of these accessories in there. I will never open this up. This has never been opened. You can see it has still this, I don't know what you call this, rip strip here on there. It has still the 90s Barbie logo, and it's like a set for for your desk with a telephone. There would be a writing set, There is like a quill. You cannot directly see it, but here is even a real feather in there with a quill, a clock, etc. Everything in super vac metalized, shiny plastic. I mean, looks like metal, obviously. And yeah, there were a couple of different sets from this. For example, there's a wedding set, or there's also more like a typical teenage room set with you know, boombox and stuff like that. But this is a really, really shiny, elaborate, classic special collections home accessory set, or in German, Wohnaccessoires. Yeah, it is in a lot of different languages, so that's already like when like the same box was used for all of the different countries. It had like really ugly stickers all over here. I think I was able to remove it really, really good, but I kept this one, which was the original price tag back in the day. There was another price tag also from Spielemax, but this was the reduced price. I couldn't see what the original price was, but 10, and this is probably not euro, this is probably still D-mark, because a euro was just introduced in 2001 or 2002 actually, and this is from 1998, so this was probably 10 Deutsche Mark, which actually for that time still, although it was a reduced price, was not really cheap. So I mean, that's actually also why I think a lot of us like never had like too many Barbie things, because like I remember I was just getting Barbie things for birthday or for like special occasions, Christmas. I didn't just go into a store with my parents and say I want that and that and that, because Barbie has always been pretty expensive. And if you use this, you know, inflation calculator, then nowadays Barbies, if you transfer it to the money back then with the inflation, are sometimes even cheaper. It's crazy. You don't think that, but like I think 10 Deutsche Mark for an accessory set, and that probably was higher the price before, let's say, I don't know, 18.99 or something. It's not a cheap thing. I bet this was cheap. That's why we all had a lot of, you know, Steffi Love, Petra, or other like clone fashions and dolls, etc., because they were more affordable. They are still more affordable. That's why all these cheap dolls you always find at the flea market. By the way, interesting enough, at this flea market there was not a single doll. Not a single doll. There were these like swings that also were from Steffi Love, but the smaller doll, Evie Love. And I was like, do I really need this? But actually, because like I have found like carded Steffi Love fashions already before and have like left them. But then I thought, this looks actually pretty funny. It is like birthday themed, it has like these balloons on it, and it doesn't hurt to have one original like 90s Steffi Love thing on card. It has here the old Steffi Love logo. By the way, I do not even know what the new logo looks like. Maybe it's still the same, I have no idea. Probably not. And then it has this purple glittery rainbow outfit. Here's the bubble for the shoes. These were the shoes, and at the back you see all of these Steffies that all look exactly the same. This cracks me up. They didn't even like choose some that look different, like with curly hair and one with dark hair or something. Nope, all the same. And here you see Simba, the German toy company that knocks off everything. So I don't have a date on this one because Simba toy thingies never have any dates, but as this was found together, I guess it's from the same era, like late 90s, something like that. Yeah, I picked these up for €2 each. I mean, this is extremely good for €2. This is maybe not worth €2 whatsoever, because I looked online and these can go as high as like €50 or something if you go on eBay and look what the sold listings are. Mostly around like 35 or something, but yeah, I think that was a good find. But now onto the like flea market, where actually my brain went already to it, because most often I go to the flea market at Wiesdorf Center, And the very first thing, ta-da-da! So I'm not sure if everything is real Barbie, but I'm pretty sure there are a couple of things that are like older in this here. For example, this is now the third time I find this jacket. It's from Barbie and the Rockers. This is actually an apron for Cherry Mary Muffin. Yes. This goes to a skipper. There are a couple of these babies. Let's see Ah, an der Seite steht es drauf, super.
Habe ich jetzt auch erst gerade gesehen.
War aber schlau, dass du es rangeschrieben hast, bestimmt.
Die süße Krone.
Oh ja. Ich muss mal kurz ein bisschen was immer hier reinpacken, sonst kann ich gar nicht sehen, was da drunter ist. Oh, this is again from not Sun Jewel, the other one, but again it's not in a good condition. Oh, but there's the bottoms. So I might take this nevertheless. Barbie fashions. Such a good start to the day, and yeah, instead of showing you this stuff from this perspective, let's just pin the camera down and show you everything in detail. Okay, this is the bunch from this very first seller, and you saw I just picked out a couple of pieces, so I did not pick up everything, so most of it I was able to identify due to the fact that I could identify already a lot right off the bat. The only pieces I don't know for sure, I thought it would be a Barbie dress, because in the 80s there were a lot of these dresses that just had, you know, these super normal, just one trim, long dress that you would just cinch in the waist with a belt or something. But honestly, I don't believe this is a Barbie dress at all, because I think it's a children's, you know, leg warmer. Can you see what I'm hinting at? Something like this. This is what I believe it probably is, because you cannot even put it over Barbie's head. Okay, this is a fail. But then this, if you can help me identify what this is, it glows in the dark. So I believe it belongs to Dream Glow, somewhat something Barbie. Not from the Barbie. It probably goes to one of the Dream Glow furnitures, because you can, you know, tie some ribbons here and it goes around. But also the Dream Glow bed doesn't have stars. It actually just has dots. So help me identify this. But the rest, yeah. I mean, immediately here, Barbie and the Rockers, 1986. So So from the original Barbie, from Barbie and the Rockers, I already have this jacket twice, but I can never resist it. Same with this. This is Twirly Curls, 1982. I have this skirt like 3 times already, or 2 times. I have a little bit of a competition going on with Vintage Gaudi over on Instagram and obviously on YouTube. She also does Barbie videos, and she also finds the skirt all the time. So another point for me finding the skirt. Really happy to finally have the original skirt for 1991. All American, I mean, easy to see. I have some of the skirts from the fashions, but not the original one that goes onto the Barbie, so All American Barbie. This is from a fashion pack from 1992 from the Sporting Life, so with the scuba diving gear. This is from a Skipper fashion pack from Cool Tops Skipper. I mean, just a skirt, but a really cute ruffly skirt. Then this is another Skipper. This is just a skirt, sadly, but it belongs to a Babysitter Skipper from 1990/1991. There is another Babysitter Skipper, which the whole outfit I do have from 1994, but this was the first one. I do believe I have the correct baby to this, but I mean, just the skirt here. These two belong together. It's not a whole fashion pack, but it belongs to Yacht Club Fashions from 1989. Then this doesn't look that good, but it's the first time that I found the bikini, like both pieces together. It's from Sun Sensation Barbie. I do have this Barbie. Here she is. I don't have like her outfit in a better condition, but it's the best condition that I've ever found it. The top part, and I mean, you can especially see it here. This is rubbed off because it's the super golden shiny fabric that, you know, when you play with this bath and sun and bikini beach Barbie in the sun and in the water, then it, you know, rubs off. But at least I have it complete now. I mean, complete in sense of both pieces. Before that I had the top twice, so yeah. This is really cool. This belongs to a boutique set. Let me check on the name again. Dream Store. The Dream Store boutique sets. There were several ones. They're all from 82, so pretty old. More like, you know, 82 here, the curly twirls, more from that time. Twirly curls, sorry. And it's just a mannequin, but what I think is really cool is that this is the original Superstar face without any paint on it. So you can really see the sculpting. So the small petite nose, how the eyes, this is what the Superstar face looks unpainted and unrooted and everything. I found this super interesting, and I mean, you can, I don't know if I ever use it, you could put a nice hat on it, and it's, you know, like a little store, like a little boutique. And then this, obviously, like immediately piqued my interest. This is a Cherry Mary Muffin apron. I think it goes actually to Apple Amy, to her. I do have her apron because I can see it has the little bit of green, the stitching in green, so it makes really sense because this color is kind of like bleached. You can't really see the green, but it's hers. I have hers, but I have a Chocolati that does not have her apron, so I will put this on her. It's not the correct one. Chocolati would have one with like checkered pattern, or like gingham check, you would rather say. But for now, this will be hers, and I'm happy. So a small, nice little array of Barbie fashions that almost all of them I could identify, and that's why I picked those up. This was not one of the occasions where I took the whole thing. She wanted like 50 cents per piece, which is not extremely cheap but it's okay. So like I paid, I don't know, like around €5 for this, maybe 6 or I don't know. But yeah, let's continue. Okay, I can see a Barbie. Her hair looks really wrecked. I'm not sure which Kira this is. There's another one. Oh my god, this is what's her name? The brunette friend of Stacy, not Stacy, of Skipper. From the like mid-90s Skipper body and head. Okay, her head is probably broken, but I can fix that. Is there more? No. Let's ask for them. Wow, these are cool. Like pretty old vinyl Disney figures and a couple of plush. Look at the Scrooge. One of those little clippy things. I'm not buying it. I just bought the Barbies from him, so. By the way, I've already met Cotton Candy Kittens today, and she is now ahead of me because I bought the Barbies. Where is she? Like today's such good weather that most of them are like outside already again. So it's not in the garage anymore. Everything's outside. Yeah. It never hurts to look in boxes, even when you just see some big like porcelain dolls in there. Underneath, 90s Barbie goodness. Yeah. So I saw it at first. I saw her and I was like, I don't even know which Kira this is. Turns out I do have her already because this is Tropical Splash Kira. I do have her in like with earrings and everything in a better condition. Her like earrings are broken off, her necklace is missing, but because I couldn't really identify her at that moment, now I have her double, and she is, I don't know, up for trade, or if someone wants her or whatever. I will not display her, she will go somewhere in storage. She is actually a beach doll. Came with huge earrings, with a bikini, you know, black with a flower pattern on it. Kira, the kind of a little bit, you know, Asian looking friend of Barbie, you know, with the one with the super black hair. Her hair is in okay condition. It just looks a little bit because the way I curled it did not turn out that well. But I mean, yeah, she didn't have like really curled hair. I just wanted to give her a little bit of a you know, wave, and the wave here didn't turn out that well. But other than that, she is in, I would say, mid condition, so not really good, because also her legs have some white, not really spots, but it's like, I don't know what this is. Someone scratched it, or I don't know. A little bit loose, one of the legs, a little bit bent. So she really is like, I would say, in like mid condition. So her earrings are ripped out. So she could have been any other like Kira, then I would have included her in my collection, but as she's a double, but hey, I don't have her original outfit anyways. So I just put on this like Easy Living Fashions really 90s neon outfit on her for now. But the real gem that I pulled out of this box is her. Like in the video, I was like, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? It's Courtney. Like Skipper's like brunette friend from that era is called Courtney. She was released already, always like most often alongside Skipper when they had like a separate set. So not like when Skipper, for example, was included in one of the beach lines, then there was another Courtney. But when Skipper had her own set, like a babysitting Skipper or something like that, then there was also always the babysitting Courtney with it. She also like was used already for the late 80s, early 90s Skipper face, and she actually is on the like pizza party Skipper face, the one that kind of was just used for a pretty short time in the mid 90s. So I think the face mold was first used in 1996 or 1995, and that's actually also when she is from 1996, and this is Phone Fun Courtney. So it's actually the first time I have a doll with this face mold. So it's the mid 90s Skipper face mold, because late 90s there was already another Skipper face mold introduced when Skipper grew even more. She is still on the same body as the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s Skipper, and as the first doll with this face was the what did I say? Pizza Party Skipper. This is kind of the Pizza Party Skipper face. But I think the most well-known doll actually with this face is Phone Fun Skipper and Phone Fun Courtney. You can easily identify her by this bent arm, because Skipper never has this like bent arm. She always has, you know, these straight arms that you can move in this direction. But as she came with a Phone Fun, you could put it in her hand, and then she could put it like next to her ear, and she could pretend to, you know, talk through the phone. I don't have any of her outfit pieces. You saw it, she came naked. She even came with a broken hat, but I, oh my goodness, now it's a little bit stuck, but I actually repaired her head, so she is able to move her head again. And I put another Skipper fashion pack on her right now, and instead of a cool phone, I just gave her a cool watch. Her color scheme would kind of be the same, mint and pink. She would have a pink top and a mint pleated skirt, and she is so lovely. This is like one of my best finds from all of these recent Barbies, definitely, because I wanted a Skipper with this face, and now I even have Courtney and not just Skipper, which I think is kind of, I would argue, a little bit like rarer to find, because obviously Skipper as the main character or the main blonde in this size was probably sold a little more than the brunette version. I don't know, maybe not, because there's tons of like brunette girls who probably wanted this one. I cannot argue because I am blonde. I have always just wanted the blonde Barbies. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, another box of dolls, and from the surface I think it's more like newer stuff. For example, one of those bags, they are sold with the modern accessories and fashion pieces, but there's also nothing interesting in there. But oh, who's hiding there? Oh my gosh, can you see? That is again Super Style Barbie, or Style Magic, depending on what you want to call her. The two-toned hair, the short hair on top, just very, very straight hair. You could curl her up and she would look nice again. She even has her earrings, but I have her twice already, so I will leave her there. Maybe another Barbie collector finds her. The rest in the box is not that interesting. This is, I think, one of the Petra babies. So there is a mix of new and old in there, at least that. First pony find. Okay, it's a G4 and it's Plumette, and I have her. But I still picked her up for €1 because she is actually, she's a European exclusive. And she's one of the a little bit sought after ponies. So I might be able to, I don't know, one day trade her or something. So that's the only pony that she has, like the wedges. Ah yeah, there were a couple of fillies. No. It's time for a pony. It's a G4 pony, but I do love G4 ponies, especially when it's not one of the main 6, when it's not your Rarity or your Applejack or your Fluttershy. This is Plumette. I do have this pony already, but I couldn't resist. He was €1. And actually she is, I said it already, I think in the footage at the flea market, one that's a little, I don't want to say she's a rare pony because I have her already twice. I found her in the thrift store before. But she's a little bit one of the more popular ones from the 4th generation, especially I would say in America, because she's a European exclusive. So wonderful first like pony body mold for the for the 4th generation, because she's not on the reboot body. So she's pretty early on. She's from 2012. She has nice hair quality all over, even her tail. You see it a little bit discoloration of head and body already, so the body's a little bit more purple, but this happens. This tends to happen even already with G4 ponies, which aren't even like 10 years old. But she has tinsel in her hair, and I mean, there's a character with this cutie mark, has been released, I think, twice or even 3 times, I'm not sure, called Plumette. She was actually a 2-pack together with Twilight, so Twilight Sparkle. But yeah, and I think this 2-pack has not been released in the US, so that makes her a little bit more sought after in the G4 collecting side. That's why I wanted her. I mean, I have her, but she might be one like in the future that I can, who knows, trade off or whatever. And like, I mean, G4s are small. I can store her somewhere and not like be bothered. Okay, this big box of action figures looked quite cool from the surface, because I immediately saw some He-Man pieces. And I think there's also some turtle pieces in there, but not as vintage and old as I would like. It's more like 2000 stuff, I think, and lots of broken. So I think this was the box of broken action figures that this vendor brought. So that's why it was under the table. Yeah, kind of a Power Rangers guy, but nothing like 80s or 90s, I think. Cannot even tell what that is. Some cool pieces, but in terms of action figures, you know, I'm like, I just pick up a couple here and there. That was a New Adventures He-Man, so at least late 80s, but I don't like the New Adventures of He-Man toys, so not for me. Also broken, all of that stuff. Oh, that, I don't know, looks like a Superman cape. This is a turtle, but also one from the 2003 line, so nothing for me there. On top of the desk, lots of, you know, Godzilla and Kaiju kind of guys. I think this one was even sold as a super dino back in the day, but it's clearly a Kaiju, a Japanese monster. Lots of huge Godzillas and some of the smaller ones. At one point, I might want to pick up a Godzilla, but not today. Not today. Whoa! This is one of my favorite vendors. She often had dolls. She also gets in new, not new, but like new stuff every now and then. And she had a full box of Barbies. That one really piqued my interest. She's a mermaid from the 2000s. So I immediately put her aside. By the way, I'm doing a voiceover because this lady, she's really lovely, but she talks and talks and talks to you in German. So it's really hard to find a minute where you can like directly talk to the camera, because I pulled out a couple of 90s Barbies there from that box. The one in the wedding dress, for example. This skirt is definitely 80s, but I have it. This is a Generation Girl face Barbie, so 2000s. But there were definitely a couple in there mixed in that were more like 90s. For example, the girl in the front, and a lot of these babies. She has cut hair, and she, I'm really drawn to her. I think she is more from the 2000s, but early 2000s. I like her. Lots of new, lots of 2000s, lots of Millie. Ooh, what's that? Whoop.
Ja, die waren auch da drin. Lustig.
Oh, another one. I like the skirt. I think I know that it's from an older one. Not the doll though.
Habe ich mit hier noch, weil das Pavillon heute nicht haben.
And here are fashions.
Du hast auch Camping heute.
Yeah. I know this one. I mean, I have it. It's from the second Gymnast Barbie. Oh, this is from Kätzchen Barbie. I have to look with both hands. I think there's some interesting stuff in there. And I think I might get her. I mean, I think she is pretty new, but she looks amazing. She's almost see-through, and her makeup, wow. Oh, she is, yeah, she also has a haircut. Ah, she's also one of the beach line Barbies. Don't know which one.
So, weil du so feucht bist, musst du herkommen, was hoch.
Das sind Harry Potter Figuren, die kleinen.
Yep. One of my favorite vendors at this flea market because she very often has Barbie stuff. I picked out a whole bunch of Barbie fashions and I chose this doll. She had a big box of Barbies. Most of them were more like 2000s or newer, 2010s and up until now, like, I don't know, color, what is it called? Color reveal and stuff like that. And she is also not my like typical era of Barbie collecting because she's already from 2000. But I knew her. She's a mermaid. She's kind of iconic a little bit. She's beautiful, although she's not on the superstar face anymore. No, also not even on the Bob Mackie face. No, she has already the Generation Girl face, which I don't really like. But hey, she's a mermaid. And by the way, she's called Magical Mermaids, Barbie and Chrissy. That's the name. Because she came with a little Chrissy, which is like the youngest sister of Barbie, at least from that time span. She's a baby. She's really smaller than Kelly, Shelly, or any of the others. And she came with a shell that would light up, and you know, the mermaid baby. What's really interesting with her, she is permanently in this position. So, I mean, she has a movable waist, and she has also nice hands. Hands, I mean, nice movable arms. Especially because she could, you know, hold the baby like this and then cradle her or something. But in terms of her like tail, that's permanently in this position. The bottom part has this, I don't know, it's like a puffy, little bit scuba fabric. It's a little bit shiny. It's this huge tag on. But the rest is like hard plastic, glittery, and even a little bit see-through. And ooh, did you see that? It lights up. It has these two buttons here. And when you hold them on both sides with your fingers, then she lights up a little bit from the front, but you see it best from the side. She has this huge battery compartment at the back. Apparently the batteries are still working with this one. I did not put in new batteries. I don't have her correct top. This is not her correct top, but this was also in the pile of fashions, and I think it matched pretty nice in terms of color. And she also did not just have a bra. She had a kind of a like crop top with more like a color around, like a frilly iridescent color. Actually pretty cute, like a little bit with pink and blue. But I'm happy with this one. I will keep it on her. Looks totally fine. She has her original crown in her hair, and this is kind of sort of her original hairstyle. I just tied it together. I mean, here are still the threads from the original hairstyle. I just tied it together at the back. I don't think that this is like how it looked, but it holds best like this. I just like curled her hair a little bit. I mean, she has saran hair, that already makes it harder for me to curl the hair, because saran hair is really, it feels oily and is like heavier. It's not the best hair to make really nice puffy curls, but she didn't come with super puffy curls. She more came with wavy hair. So, I mean, she was presented in the box kind of like this, and then the hair would be like this. And look at the face. I don't really like the Generation Girl face. The way her eyes are painted, it looks like permanently, she looks like, I don't know, to the ceiling. I don't know. She kind of looks silly a bit. I don't know. Please don't feel offended if that's your era of Barbie that you grew up with and you like the most. My like favorite face is and will always be a superstar face, and like this cannot, no. But she has her earrings, and I just like her overall look. So, and I know that this woman is always pretty cheap with her dolls. Her dolls are like 2 or 3 euro depending on condition. And then I picked out this whole bag of fashions. I paid like 8 euro in the end for this whole thing together. And let's have a look at the fashions. And here is the wonderful pile of clothes and accessories that I took from the vendor. Let's start with the big one here. This is actually from a Barbie from 2000. She's called Rose Princess Barbie, and she had a feature of, you know, she had a strap in her back, and when you would pull it, then her hair would be like pulled up. But she had this wonderful like glittery, can you actually see that it's glittery? Ah yeah, there you go. Puffy skirt, really nice material, really like it. Very contrasty. We had 2000s, here we've got 1980. This is from the original first Western Barbie. I have a couple of pieces from her already, like her like hat and her boots, for example. I'm getting there. I love this, so iconic. Okay. Well, speaking of iconic, this is also really iconic. This comes from a budget doll. She's called Pretty Hearts Barbie from 1995. I believe I had this Barbie when I was little. She just came with this top. This is actually also a little bit sparkly. The hearts are sparkly, and with a mini skirt, a pink mini skirt. That's why I took this one. I knew it wasn't this one because the one that comes with this actually is a little bit more A-line, but I mean, so I could put it on a doll. I think I had this Barbie when I was little. I do not own it right now, although she's clearly not not rare, because this top was even in that bunch like twice. I just took it once. I didn't need the second one. Speaking of this, I think I do have the skirt already. I think it belongs to a Easy Living Fashions like fashion pack, one of those super neon ones from early 90s. Oh my goodness, this is actually the freaking best find from this bunch. It's the Peppermint Rose perfume bottle. Yeah, Peppermint Rose is another doll line by Mattel. I have a cosplay of her. I love this one. So far I always just had the topper. So it's really like a bottle. It has really like a screw mechanism in there, or whatever you call this when you... and now I also have the bottle, and can you hear it? There's even still something in it. It doesn't smell like anything, but it's supposed to be, you know, perfume. So this is such a good find. Peppermint Rose 1994. Another plastic good, I just took it because I knew it belongs to Barbie. It's a stand. Actually, it's missing the, you know, the thing that belongs in here, and then you could put it around one of the legs. I think a couple of Barbies came with it. For example, Style Magic Barbie or Super Style Barbie. This actually belongs to, you know, one of the beach lines, Tropical Splash, and I think Christie. It's from Tropical Splash Christie, 1994, if I'm not mistaken. It's not like, you know, it's not super intact because it's cut. But I mean, other than that, it's super shiny and nice condition. If I ever find this doll without a necklace, I'm prepared. This is from a fashion line. It's actually 87, 88, or around that time, California Dream. This could go to 2 different fashion packs. It was released under 2 different names. I think Dinner Date and also Party Sensation Fashions. It's a nice little ensemble with, you know, lacy leggings and a light pink top with a hot pink trim, etc. So 2 different ones, both like early 90s or late 80s, could even be late 80s. I have not written down all of the dates, but yeah, this definitely is 80s. Super happy to have this in here. This is an original Barbie and the Rockers fashion pack skirt. I'm not sure when this fashion pack was released, so it could be 86, 87, 88, around that time, because there were 2 lines of Barbie and the Rockers, and I don't know which line this skirt was kind of more like drawn into. It's one of those kind of leathery, pleathery materials that it will crumble off, but it is not that bad yet. I believe I can still put it on my Barbie and the Rockers diva. This belongs together. I think it was even in there twice. Very, very iconic riding, like horse riding Barbie 1995. And then this is actually not Barbie. This is Cindy. So the Hasbro Cindy from the 90s. This was called Magic Style Collection. So it's also good quality, and I believed, like I thought it was Barbie, but found out it is Cindy. I'm really happy to be able to identify it. Then I have a whole pile that I've not been able to identify. Oh no, this I know. This goes to a modern bridal doll, so it's a bouquet. Came with all. Right now, whenever there's a bridal Barbie from, I don't know, from 10 years, like in the past till now, it always comes with this. I don't know where this goes to. Super poofy skirt, lots of layers. Sadly, there is like a glue spot on here. But I don't know where this belongs to. I haven't been able to identify it. Same with this one. This is like, I'm 100% sure that this is original Barbie because it has got the Barbie tag. It must be early 90s, judging by the logo. So this be, I've not been able to identify it. I mean, it shouldn't be difficult, right? It has a huge flower print with this gemstone. It's velvet, very cute. I haven't found it yet. This, I didn't really want to have it. It was just on one of the dolls that I got, or the doll that I got. I don't know, this is just super, super neon pink trousers. Might not even be Barbie because this super light neon pink often more came with Cindy. It's not from this fashion pack, but I could see that this goes to Cindy. A couple of skirts. This probably isn't even Barbie. I just took it because I thought, hey, nice basic mini skirt, denim. Sometimes I need something like this, but this doesn't even really fit well on Barbie because the waist is too wide. So I don't know if this is just ill-fitted or it's for a different doll. This, I guess, is more like 2000s Barbie. Judging by the material, this material was definitely not really used in the 90s. But I believe it could be original Barbie, although it doesn't have a tag. I just haven't found it. And then I have one of those. Sometimes I find these with a GG. I think it's GG. It could also be 99. I'm not sure. It's not Barbie, but it's good quality. I have a couple of the pieces. They just say made in China. I don't know what this was. I think this was either another doll line, that like one of those, a lot of different like Barbie clone lines from the 90s. Or this company maybe just made fashions. I don't know, but this GG, cute. I just don't know what to call it really. So yeah, apart from all of this nice Barbie fashion stuff, you saw it. Peppermint rose perfume bottle in there. cherry on top.
Ja, alles gut. I always like mistake them, but I think this is Snowcatcher. Don't think this is Star Swirl. I think this is Snowcatcher. Oh, this is really good. Because she is one that I don't have. And I also like this one. I know it's a newer one, or at least but it's definitely a mold copy from the old Little Miss Singing Mermaid. Like, she has a cool color. Like, I don't know, is here more interesting stuff? Oh, this is so cute.
Aber was haben wir schon ganz viele Hasen zu Hause?
So many cute plushies. I just no. I was hoping for more ponies. Wow, oh my gosh. This is heavy. It's from 1988. It's way too big for me, and oh my goodness, I don't want to carry it around. It's so heavy.
And yeah, I picked up another pony and this strange doll. But let's start with the pony actually. Another G4 pony, and like probably next to Phone Fun, currently one of my best finds of the day, because I don't have this pony. And it's, again, not one of the main 6 ponies, so not your Twilight Sparkle or your Rarity. It's Snowcatcher. At the flea market I was already, it's probably Snowcatcher, but there's another pretty rare G4 pony that I don't have in a similar color scheme. Not quite as like turquoise, more blue and a little bit darker pink hair. That is called Star Swirl. If it would have been that one, oh my goodness. That's like one of the most expensive G4 ponies. But Snowcatcher is also one of the pretty, like, I mean, not super rare and not super expensive, but she's not your €5 or something. She is a little bit higher maybe. She gets sold for around 20, I would say. 15 to 20 maybe. And I don't have her, so that's the best thing for this. And I lately am totally again into G4. I mean, I'm watching Friendship is Magic for the 100th time already again, and I have been like also buying online some G4 stuff. I don't know at what point this video come out. Maybe the video has gone up at that point, but yeah, so seeing a G4 at the flea market that I don't have, Snowcatcher from also very early on, 2011 actually. I think from the very first like singles original series, meaning like they were single carded, not with 2 ponies in it, and original series from wave 4. So not the very first set with where ponies still had like bangs in the 4th generation, but still from this kind of original first set, but the 4th wave. So I mean, just for you to remember, the 4th generation, the first ponies came out in 2010, she's from 2011. So yeah. And what is this? I couldn't resist. she obviously has the same body as the, you know, Mattel Little Miss Singing Mermaid from the early 90s. I have her behind me. Should I take her out? I think we should do it. There she is. Don't let yourself fool. The tail is just super bent because she is minus standing up all the time. It usually also is like this, but she's standing on it, that's why it gets bent. If I would heat it up and straighten it out, it would be this again. You can see it is the exact same mold. Not on the upper part. There it starts to kind of like, you know, with these embellishments, they still kind of made it look similar. But it has some other shells. And then the arms should also be the same. Sorry. They are maybe a little bit closer to the body. And then the face is also from the mold. I would say it could be the same. It's very similar. It's just painted differently. And she doesn't have a crown, while this one has a crown, the original one. I do not have like an exact like information on this one. But my gut feeling says that she is also from that same era, maybe a little bit later, maybe mid-90s, and probably made by Simba. You can still find mermaid dolls of this mold with different hair colors, like produced nowadays. You can go to, I don't know, Amazon or AliExpress or wherever, but they are smaller. All the ones that I found they're sold nowadays, they are kind of, I don't know, half the size. They're more like a, I don't know, we would say like Barbie size, but with other like proportions, obviously. I haven't found any one of the newer ones that are the same size as this one. They are always called something with, you know, bath time mermaid fun or bath time mermaid dolls, etc. But as this is the bigger one, and I have also never like seen one with this hair, because her hair looks pretty good, you know, it's super, super curly, but it is pretty good condition-wise still. I don't know. I have not really any like information on it other than I think it's made by Simba in the 90s. By the way, these, like the yellow shells, have a color changing feature when you put it under hot water. Not a lot, but they get a little bit more orangey. It still works a little bit. But yeah, together with the pony, not with this one, with this one, she was like, they were €3 together. So I just was like, it's interesting to have like this comparison here. I'm not even sure if I really display her with all of this. Color-wise, she doesn't really fit in, although that's actually one of the features that I like about her, this crazy color. But also like my cabinet behind me with like bigger dolls, you know, the Little Miss, the PJ Sparkles, etc. It's actually full. There's no space. So let's see what I do with her. But you know, I wanted to show her to you a little closer, and I thought I can maybe find out more about her, but I couldn't. Okay, let's stop the video here. You see my table is empty because I'm filming this outro in the beginning, but like it takes a long time to go through all of these Barbie fashion pieces. So thank you so much for watching this very first part, and see you in the next part, which I will be probably uploading shortly after this, a couple of days after this. And then you will see what else I find. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember, you can like subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost any money. It's just for you a nice and easy way to like keep track of when I'm uploading. You see it in your like subscription feed. If you like hit the bell icon, you will be also notified on top of that when my new video goes up. And if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, or comment down below. My comments are open. Sometimes YouTube is a douchebag and it's closing my comments, although I'm not doing that and I have to reopen them. But maybe you're lucky and the comments are open. I would be very, very happy if there's anything you want to tell me. Thanks so much for watching. See you real soon and may the toys be with you. Bye!